Sara Ali, at the start of her career, happened to visit one of our shows. And she immediately fell in love with Mulmul the day she saw kurtas at our stall.
Welcome to DLF Mall's talk show, Beyond the Brand. Every brand has a unique story to tell, and we at DLF Malls have more than 1,000 such stories to share. We are here to celebrate one such unique story. Our guest today here is a very calm gentleman who has built a brand in a very short while. His brand started in 2018. He is one of the largest Shifli embroidery manufacturer, and then he curated Mulmul as a brand. A family man, an enthusiast for fashion, and of course, a foodie, I hear. So, welcome Harsh to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, one of the things that strikes me about your brand is that you took Indian kurta and really modernized it. The silhouettes are so much more modern and contemporary. How did you come about that thought?
So we realized that Indian wear was getting more and more restricted to occasion wear. Modern Indian women were choosing to wear Western outfits on a daily basis. And we felt that Indian wear needs to make a comeback. And there was a lack of availability as well of high quality outfits, and either it was very expensive designer wear, or it was very heavy to wear on a daily basis. Absolutely. It was uncomfortable, or they were low quality printed stuff which nobody wanted to carry. So we kind of saw that gap in the market, and that's why I think Mulmul was able to beautifully fill the void by offering modern silhouettes, traditional outfits, and most importantly, with a lot of comfort because of the fabrics that we use.
I think one of the things that strikes me the most is most of the Bollywood celebrities are taken to Mulmul on a daily basis.
Yes.
Going to the salon, going somewhere for a shoot. I see them wearing Mulmul all the time. How did that collaboration happen, and how did that organically build into such a cult thing?
So yes, big credit to the young Bollywood brigade who helped us bring kurtas back into fashion. It happened very, very organically, and by luck, Sara Ali, at the start of her career, happened to visit one of our shows. And she immediately fell in love with Mulmul the day she saw kurtas at our stall. And just that was it. And then just one person to the other. And because the Bombay weather anyways needs breathable fabric.
I was about to say that, yes.
And that's how they all started wearing Mulmul kurtas so frequently. And I think we owe a lot to them for the success of the brand as well, because that really made kurtas cool again.
Absolutely. You broke the clutter. Otherwise kurtas were looking not very fashionable at a point.
Yes.
And you brought fashion back into kurtas, yes. And all credit to you for that.
So I'll give all the credit to the design team.
So in fact, I'm wearing this Shifli embroidery, beautiful Mulmul outfit. Tell us a little bit more about the Shifli embroidery.
Sure. So these machines are Swiss made. There's only one company now in the world that makes it. And this technique has been centuries old, and it originated in Europe. Now, of course, India has become a big center for it, but largely again being used for the international markets. And every design that we make starts from the sketch stage. So every design, every lace is really, really unique, because we hand draw every design, then the CAD is made, and then it's put on the machine. So everything is created in-house and then produced in-house as well. There is a lot that goes behind
the Mulmul.
Yeah.
Also in Mulmul, I noticed that you all don't repeat styles very often.
Yes.
How do you manage that? Because that puts a lot of pressure on your design team.
Absolutely it does. So hats off to them. This is something that we kept in mind from the word go itself. Every design, every style that we create is a limited edition. We create only so many pieces of a particular style, and we never replenish it. No matter how big a hit that style was, because we want to give that kind of exclusivity to our customer. We don't want our customer to feel, okay, I go to a party and 5 more women were wearing the same thing as me.
Yeah.
So that's where we bring in the exclusivity, the uniqueness of the brand.
Right.
But you rightly said it's a lot of pressure on the design team because they have to continuously create new and new designs. But yes, thanks to them, we've been able to maintain it so far.
Harsh, when it's all in the family, surely there'll be times when, creative comes up strong with certain thoughts and ethos and business feels another way. How do you resolve that?
So, yes, though we've been very lucky so far, very less incidents of any conflicts, but so we have a veto system that in their respective departments, that person has a veto.
Right.
So everybody gets to say what they feel about certain things. But for example, if it's something to do with the design of a garment, the designers have a veto power. So whatever I say ultimately will not matter. It's the designer's call. And where if it's something to do with the creative side of things, then my sister Neha has the final word on it. And fortunately, everybody has an expertise in their own field. So, and we all have a lot of faith and respect for it. So that's what keeps us going. And honestly, there is never a point where there is a real conflict of such.
How lovely, how lovely. Let that be the way all the way.
I hope so.
So tell me, you have such a wonderful family. There must be a guiding force. And I hear it's your mother who's your guiding force.
Yes, absolutely. She's been the guiding force for all of us. And she's like the backbone of everything, though she's not involved in the day-to-day business. But she has other passions. And we definitely, whenever there is any things to be discussed or we need some direction, she's always there for us. And I think a lot of what we are today is all thanks to her.
So what's that one thing, Harsh, that you feel she really gifted you as a skill?
So I think since my childhood, she showed a lot of confidence in me. She always believed in me. She always spoke to me as an adult somehow. Like she always says this. And when I was a child, she remembers talking to me. She never felt that she was talking to a child. So I kind of developed that confidence that, yeah, I can do it. I can face any situation. And she always told me that you have a lot of potential and you can do big things. So I think somewhere deep down, I always believed that, yeah, that I can do something more than what I'm always doing.
So she gave you a sense of maturity right in the beginning.
Yes.
Through instilling confidence.
That's what I've been told, that I was like I kind of grew up quite fast because we were in a joint family.
They call it an old soul, you know?
Yes, perhaps. Perhaps, yes.
So, Harsh, do you travel?
I do. I love traveling.
Yeah?
Yes.
And is that a passion or is that something that you do, to relax and to sort of unwind?
So, yeah, I won't call it a passion. I like to travel quite frequently. And we have a wonderful team at Mulmul, which allows me to travel quite frequently. And but I won't call it a passion. Because I sometimes go back to the same place over and over again. So, like for example, Goa is like our second home now.
Yeah.
So we spend a lot of time there. It's mostly to chill and unwind, I guess.
I think half of Delhi, Mumbai and Hyderabad and Bangalore are in Goa now,
Yes,
So
especially with work from home kicking in, we are able to, continue working no matter where you are. So
True.
That's really helpful.
True. To that extent, there has been mental flexibility and freedom, right?
Absolutely.
There's a new term I hear. It's called digital nomads.
Yes.
So there are people who just like to be digitally working remotely in any spot of the world that they want to.
So that's been the case with me actually. I work out of my home office 5 days a week.
Wow.
And I think it's the best thing that's happened to me. I can look at my daughters growing up in the house. Otherwise, पहले फैक्ट्री जाते थे एंड
Right.
रात को आते थे and we were just missing out their younger years, and now I'm sitting in my office, I can look at them playing around, and at the same time I feel that my efficiency has gone up a lot because it's only me in that office, and absolutely you can focus and concentrate on your work and get going.
So, are you a techie?
I'm not really a techie. In fact, I am quite technologically handicapped, I'll say. I am not this generation like my daughters. Now it's come to a stage when my daughter who's 12 will say, okay, give it to me, I'll fix it for you. So I've matured to
Happens to
that
me
level.
too.
Yeah. So, but I use technology to my advantage, especially I think WhatsApp, we are able to run our
Yeah.
complete business on WhatsApp now. And like I mentioned, working from home, all the virtual meetings are very, very helpful. And
Yeah.
We almost have a daily virtual meeting with the entire team, which sets the agenda for the day.
True.
So that is where I kind of use technology. Other than that, not much.
I'm all for it that you enable through technology.
Yes.
But there's nothing to beat human connect. There's
Absolutely.
nothing to beat going to a place and experiencing it.
I completely
Because
agree.
culturally, you've got to be oriented and united with your team, and I'm
Yes.
sure you face that.
Yes.
It can't be all
It
remote.
can't be. But the thing is, during the lockdown, so Mulmul's been 4 years old, and after 4 years, 2 years were the pandemic hit
Yeah.
years. So we built our team from all over India. So we have a lot of people still working from home from different remote corners of the country. And such amazing people, such amazing talent in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. And, it's brilliant. So it's given a lot of opportunity for people to just, stay back with family and work. They don't have to come to Delhi, Bombay. And
That I
that's,
agree.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's one thing that's worked really well for us.
Yes, yes. And hopefully with that, our smaller cities also and towns also start developing a lot more.
Absolutely, absolutely. I feel that the next generation which is coming up is absolutely brilliant. They will transform the face of India.
So, Harsh, what is the, Mulmul as a brand is a fast growing brand now.
Yes.
So, what is that quirk in the business that keeps you going? How do you make a differentiation?
Right. So, we always heard that profit should not be the ultimate goal of the business. Money should be a byproduct. And I always used to think कि ये होता कैसे है? हम तो पैसे के लिए business कर रहे हैं. How does this work? And then with Mulmul, we were able to realize that you have to have a bigger why for the organization, and everything that is what will make you differentiate from anybody else. If your why is bigger than money, it's something beyond profit, then money will become a byproduct.
Yes.
And at Mulmul, that why is about delivering happiness to our customers. Be it in the form of our products, be it at our stores, our after sales services, everywhere we strive to give a wow experience to the customer. The Mulmul customer should leave thrilled. That is our ultimate goal, and that's what we strive to do every day. And that's the heart and soul of the brand, and everybody in the team is aligned with that. And so we don't cut corners at all anywhere. And because we want to deliver that wow factor to the customer, and that's what I think has worked for us.
So there was, I strongly believe, a huge market between fast fashion and haute couture.
Yes.
And that market was for exclusive everyday wear, exclusive premium wear which celebrates good fabric,
Absolutely.
which understands the climates of this country.
Yes.
So I guess Mulmul fits in there really well.
Absolutely. So yeah, so we would like to, like they said, it's a bridge to luxury brand, and that's where we fit in. You can't wear those designer outfits on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
They're not meant to be.
Yeah.
And now I think a lot of designers are slowly getting into the pret space. So we hope there'll be a lot of more options available for the customers in the future.
Right.
We are doing our bit, and we have also extended our product line. We've gone beyond the ethnic wear. We've introduced Western wear. We've got an amazing response on
That's
that
so
as well.
interesting
Yeah,
that you've introduced Western wear.
and
Maybe that's your first step towards going global.
yes, yes, because all said and done, Indian wear will be worn by Indians.
Yes.
It's not a global product for a daily wear, at least. Though we have a lot of foreigners
Lots
wearing.
of foreigners who
Yeah.
love our kurtas.
Yes. Yeah, but the Western wear has been very well accepted as well, because again, that differentiation is there. It's not fast fashion. You won't see 500 people wearing the same outfit.
Right.
So it's very exclusive. So yes, that's something that's doing well, and we are planning to expand that as a product line as well.
So, DLF malls, you're there in many of our properties, and thank you for that. What do you find unique? Why are you choosing DLF malls as a partner?
So I would thank you first, and I will say you chose us, so which was a big opportunity. And at that time, we were very, very new as a brand, and we always know that DLF has the choice of so many brands, and I know how hard it is for you guys to create, but somehow you guys gave us the opportunity, and I feel that's what makes DLF unique, that they are not looking at the scale of a brand. They look way beyond that, and
Yes.
that's how I think we got selected and we got lucky. That I still have people reaching out to me every day, how do we get a store in your mall? So I said, it's I don't know how you get it.
It's the passion behind. Once there is creative,
Yeah.
unique, innovative solutions, then yes, of course,
Yeah,
we are happy.
so that is, and I see activation in every mall every day. There is so much effort being put in each and every property. Is just that's what, there is only one DLF
Yes.
in all of it, and there has to be something to it, right? So I think, and that's what we experience as a brand owner in the mall every day. That and the teams are working with us in a team spirit, like we want to get the walk-ins, we want to get the footfalls. How do we create an amazing experience for the mall visitor? So we all
It's
do it
all
together.
about experience.
Yes.
We have to create experiences, and as a brick and mortar, brand, creating those experiences get loyalty more
Absolutely.
backed up, and then people like to come back, and it's a way of life then.
Absolutely, absolutely, and you can feel it. You enter a DLF property, and there is no corner cutting happening anywhere. Because they create something first, and then they expect the customer to come in and maybe the revenues to flow.
Yeah.
But that initial passion and investment is just parallel to none.
Thank you. So how do you look at online retailing and offline retailing? Where do you see this going? Both are growing.
Absolutely. So I believe very firmly now, I can back it with data, that both are here to stay.
Yeah.
We started off as an e-commerce brand. Normally it's the other way for a lot of other brands. And there was debate again whether we should go offline or not, and whether it will cannibalize into our own market share online. But you'll be surprised to know that whichever city we are opening our stores, our online sales are also increasing. So it's an experience, once the customer experience something at the store, they will go buy online, or vice versa. They've seen something online, they want to first experience it, they come to the store and pick it up. So they absolutely complement each other, they go hand in hand. And I think omni-channel is the way forward for any growing brand.
It's a consumer-first strategy.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the consumer, at different points of time, sometimes they want to experience the store, they want to see the product firsthand. Sometimes they don't have the time to do so, and they just want to call for it online. So we have to offer that choice to the customer.
Yeah. What's the vision, the ultimate vision for Mulmul, or is that a growing thought?
So I like to take as each step as it comes. It's might sound ironical, but my Swamiji once said, he said, don't try to make headlines. So, we've seen so many brands who've come up very, very strongly and fizzled out. So I always keep that in mind and say, ki kyun? Why did it happen to them? And how do we differentiate? How do we? And I believe in consistency, that we should grow at a consistent rate and not try to, jump like we are 13 stores at the moment.
Yeah.
We are targeting to be 20 in the next 12 months. So it's a slow and steady progress that way. And we are also expanding our product line. Like I mentioned, the Western wear. Then we are doing saris, we're doing lehengas. So yeah, we're looking forward to this.
Lovely. Wish you all the very best, and I'm sure Mulmul's going to go strength to strength with your passion and your entire family really pouring their heart and soul into it. We wish you
so
all the
much.
best.
Thank you.
So, Harsh, it's been really fun talking about the business end of things. What if we add a little bit of true fun to it?
I'm always
Are you game?
for fun, yes.
Done. So, you know, one of the things that we always think is, what if suddenly, miraculously, one gets tons of money? What will you do with it, right? So think about, what if you get $10 million in your bank account tomorrow? How would you spend that?
Frankly, I don't know, because this is something I've lately realized, that there is actually a very, very limited use to money. Money can only buy you physical comfort, nothing beyond that. That's my firm belief. And how much physical comfort can you get?
Yeah.
So, as cliche again as it sounds, I would like to donate it to a good cause, frankly. I
It's not
genuinely mean
cliche.
that.
It's hearing you. It's like coming from the heart, and that's the ethos that you've been born.
I mean, it's so
brought up.
because there's itna paise ka kya karoge aap?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I endorse that. If you have to give up something, people in the Hindu culture do a lot of giving up something. Have you thought about it? If you need to give up something from what you eat or what you wear, what would you give up
So if I
for the rest of your life?
If I really have to, I think I'm a social drinker. I have alcohol sometimes, and at one point of time, I would definitely like to give up on that, because I know that that's not the done thing to do, and at some point of time, I would like to give up on that.
Yeah, nice. Harsh, thank you so very much for coming over and sharing your unique story. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's a small token from our side.
Thank you so
at
much. The
DLF
pleasure is
Malls.
all mine. It's been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you so very
ma'am.
much.
Thank you.